The United Nations Human Rights Chief says South Sudan is facing one of the most horrendous human rights situations in the world. His comments come as a UN report says both sides in the civil war have committed serious and systematic violence against civilians. This includes burning children alive and letting fighters rape women in place of a salary. The report estimates that more than 10,000 civilians were killed in the 12-month period to November 2015. Another 2 million people fled their homes. The two warring sides agreed to form a transitional government in August last year, but the fighting has continued. Meanwhile, the rights group Amnesty International says it has evidence that forces loyal to President Salva Kiir deliberately suffocated 60 men and boys. It says the victims were locked in a shipping container where they were starved of food and oxygen. Their bodies were then dumped in an open field. The alleged incident happened in Lear in October last year. TRT World's Jon Brain has more.
Well, this is alleged to have happened last October when 60 men and boys in the town of Lear were detained. They had their hands tied behind their backs and were allegedly put inside this container. Now, it's said that it was clear how distressing the conditions were because 4 of those detained died very quickly, and the container was actually opened to take out their bodies and then closed again. Now, Amnesty has spoken to more than 20 witnesses who say the detainees were crying out, banging on the sides of the container, and so it was clear that the government forces knew what was going on inside. It said the next morning those who had survived were killed and the bodies were dumped in an open field. The only survivor was an 8-year-old boy. Now, Amnesty says that this action should be prosecuted as a war crime, though South Sudan's government forces have denied that this happened at all.